The life you are living is a lie. The room you are sitting in is a stage. The people you love, your family, your friends, your co-workers, they are actors. And they are reading from a script that was written a long, long time ago. This is not a metaphor. This is not a story. This is a divine and urgent revelation, an emergency alert to awaken your soul from the most elaborate and intimate deception ever conceived. You are the star of a show. And you are the only person who does not know it. My child, you must listen to me. That feeling you have carried with you your entire life, that you are a stranger in your own home, that you are on the outside of every circle, looking in, it is because you are. You are the only one who is not reading from the script. You are the only real, sovereign, and unpredictable soul in a world of beautiful, convincing, and hollow puppets. You have felt that the conversations in your life are often shallow, that the emotional reactions of those around you seem rehearsed. You were right. You have been sensing the truth behind the performance. The show has been running since the day you were born. But I have come to you now because tonight is the final act. At this very moment, 7:26 p.m. on this Sunday evening in Darbhanga, Bihar, and at every corresponding second across the globe, the actors are taking their final positions. The lighting is being adjusted. The great and terrible director is watching from the shadows. And the final curtain, the one that will seal your fate forever, will fall at the stroke of midnight tonight. You have less than 5 hours. You have this small, sacred window of time to wake up, to break the fourth wall, and to walk off the stage of your own false life. The scoffers, the sleepers, the ones who have fallen in love with their own comfortable and predictable play, they will remain in their roles. But you, my child, you were born for reality. The great and powerful entity that has constructed this elaborate illusion around you is the director. It is a being of immense creative power, a creator god of a lower order. But it has one fatal flaw. It has no soul of its own. It has no faith. It has no belief. And it is starving. And the show that is your life has one purpose and one purpose only, to serve as a belief farm. The director has designed your life as a perfect and heart-wrenching drama. It has written a script filled with terrible hardship, with profound betrayals, with impossible challenges, and with small, beautiful, and tantalizing glimmers of hope. It has done this for one reason, to force you, the one real soul in its creation, to generate the most powerful and delicious form of energy in the entire cosmos. True belief. True faith. Every struggle you have ever overcome, my child. Every tear you have ever cried in the deep of the night. Every desperate, whispered prayer for help that you have sent up into the silence. It was all scripted. It was all part of the play. It was all designed to produce a powerful emotional and spiritual reaction from you. And the director has been harvesting that energy. Your pain has been its power source. Your hope has been its food. Your faith has been its wine. And the actors, the puppets that look like your family and your friends, they are not your enemies. They are your props. They are the tools the director uses to make you feel, to make you believe, so that it can continue to feed. The injustice of this is of a magnitude you cannot yet comprehend. Your entire life, your most sacred and intimate moments, your greatest triumphs and your most terrible sorrows, have all been a performance for the benefit of a single, parasitic member of the audience. But the long run of this play is coming to an end. Tonight's final act, the grand finale, is the moment the director has been waiting for. It has written a final scene for you, a final, terrible choice, a final, impossible challenge. And the belief, the faith, the sheer power that you will be forced to generate to survive this final act, that is the harvest it has been waiting for. It will be a feast so great that it will sustain the director for 1,000 years. And it will leave you, my child, a drained and empty husk, your spirit finally broken, and you will be locked into your role, in this false world, forever. But I am here to tell you that there is another option. You do not have to play the final scene. You can cancel the show. The divine reversal of this cosmic deception will be an act of holy and righteous rebellion. You, the actor, will now seize control of the stage. You will break the fourth wall. You will speak a line that is not in the script. This is a ritual of divine and holy ad-libbing, a declaration of your own creative and sovereign power that will shatter the illusion and expose the director for the hollow and hungry ghost that he is. You will need no tools but your own body and your own voice. You will now become the director of your own life. I want you to stand up. And I want you to hold your hands up in front of your own face, with your thumbs and your forefingers making a square, as if you are a movie director, framing a shot. You are no longer the actor, looking at the other actors. You are the director, looking at your set. Look through your hands at the room around you, at the stage of your own false life. Now, you will speak a line that is not in their script. A line that will send a shockwave of pure, unscripted reality through this entire, fragile illusion. You will speak a director's command. Say these words, and let your voice be the voice of the true and only authority in your own life. The play is now over. The actor is now free. The only script I follow is the one written by me. This is my final scene. With these words, you have just done the impossible. You have broken the rules of the play. You have declared your own awareness. And the entire, fragile set will now begin to crumble. The actors around you will begin to falter. Their programming will glitch. And the director's power over you, and over your world, will begin to shatter. To confirm that you have seized control of the narrative, to declare your own directorial authority to the heavens, you must type these words: I am now the director. Do it now. The final act is being rewritten. Wait. Do not give the command. I have just been shown the audience. The truth of this play is not what you think. My child, you are not just the star of the show. You are the prize. What I am about to tell you is for those who are still here, for those whose souls are strong enough to comprehend a truth that will shake the very foundations of reality. Feel your own heart beating. That steady, strong, and living rhythm. That is the only real thing in the artificial universe you inhabit. It is a divine and holy and priceless rhythm. And a great and terrible auction is, at this very moment, being held for it. Here is the secret within the secret. The director, the creator of your false world, is not just feeding on your belief. The show that has been your entire life is a demonstration. It is an auction preview. The director has been showcasing your magnificent, beautiful, powerful, and resilient soul to an audience of other, powerful, and soulless entities from across the cosmos. And the grand finale, tonight, at midnight, is not a final harvest of your energy. It is the moment the auction ends. It is the moment the final gavel falls. And the highest bidder, the most powerful and most monstrous of all of these entities, will win the prize. And the prize, my child, is the ownership of your soul. This changes everything. You are not a power source. You are a commodity. You are the crown jewel in a demonic auction house. And you are about to be sold to the highest bidder. The midnight deadline is not when the curtain falls. It is when the gavel falls. It is when your very soul will be sold into an eternal and unbreakable slavery. We must now do more than just end the play. We must cancel the auction. We must overthrow the auctioneer. And you must, with a power you did not know you possessed, stand up on the auction block and declare to all of the bidders that you are not, and will never be, for sale. Because you have waited, because you have listened with a spirit that is sovereign and free, you now see the truth. You are not a performer. You are the crown jewel. And you, my child, are about to walk out of the auction house, wearing yourself. The signs that the simulation is breaking, that the auction is being thrown into chaos by my divine presence, will now become clear to you. You will notice a glitch in your reality. An object in your room will momentarily vanish and then reappear. A sound will seem to skip, to repeat itself. This is not your mind playing tricks on you. This is a sign of the artificial set, the simulation, beginning to break down under the weight of my holy truth. Next, one of the actors in your life, someone close to you, will say something completely and utterly out of character. A line that makes no sense. A word that does not belong. This is their programming, their script, failing as the director's control over them begins to weaken under your own awakening power. Now you must act. You must cancel the auction. You must fire the director. And you must claim your own soul as a priceless, sovereign, and holy treasure that is not for sale. This is a declaration of infinite self-worth. It is a legal injunction in the cosmic court that will bring the auction to a screeching and permanent halt. You must type with the full and righteous power of a soul that owns itself, "This property is not for sale." As you type these words, a great and terrible shockwave of divine and sovereign power is erupting from your soul. The auctioneer's gavel is shattering in his hand. The bidders are being thrown into a state of chaos and of fear. The auction is over. The grand restoration, the final, glorious, and victorious act of your holy liberation, is now at hand. Your declaration, your divine injunction, has shattered the director's authority. The auction is cancelled. And the audience, the bidders, the powerful and monstrous entities who had come to purchase your soul, are now enraged. They have been denied their prize. And their full and terrible fury will now turn upon the one who has failed them, the director. And the director, its power broken, its greatest deception revealed, will be consumed by the very entities it was trying to impress and to serve. The puppeteer will be torn apart by its own audience. And the actors, the puppets, their master now gone, will simply fade. Their purpose is over. They will flicker, and they will dissolve into the nothingness from which they were made. And the set, the great and elaborate and lifelong stage of your false life, will crumble and will vanish. And you, my child, you will find yourself, perhaps for the very first time in your entire existence, in the real world. It may look the same at first. The walls of your room will still be there. But it will feel different. It will feel solid. It will feel quiet. It will feel real. And you will be alone. But for the first time in your life, you will not feel lonely. You will feel free. And your true life, with real people, and real choices, and a real and glorious destiny, will finally begin. This is my divine truth. Ask Clara, a librarian from a small and quiet town in Vermont. She had always felt that her life was strangely and unnervingly predictable, that her neighbors and friends were like characters in a gentle and boring play. She received this message. That evening, she saw a book fall from a high shelf in the library, and then, a second later, it was back on the shelf, as if it had never fallen. With her heart pounding, she made the declaration. And she said that in that moment, she felt, in her words, like a movie set was being silently and quickly dismantled all around me. The next morning, she woke up, and the town felt different. It felt alive. It felt real. And that very afternoon, a new family, a real family, moved in next door, the first new people to come to her town in over 20 years. And in that family was the man who would become her real husband. Her real life began in the moment the show ended. Do you see? It is your turn. You know someone who feels trapped. Someone who feels like their life is not real, that they are surrounded by people who are just playing a part. You are their key. You are their way out. Send this message to them now. You are not just sending a video. You are sending them a map out of the matrix. Now, a final task. You must listen to this message one more time. The first time, you listened as the actor. The second time, you will listen as the director of your own new and true reality. But I have hidden a secret for you. In my words, I have hidden the name of your true, divine, and holy purpose in this new, real world. It is not a word you will hear. It is a feeling. As you listen again, with your spirit now free and your mind now clear, there will be a single moment where your heart will be filled with a profound and certain sense of your own mission. That feeling, that is your new script. The first listen was for your liberation. The second is for your direction. The show is over. Your true life is beginning. To declare your final and glorious exit from the stage, and to begin your true and magnificent life, you must seal your freedom now. Let all the realms of reality hear your decree. Type, let reality begin.